I think it's a love reading, even though there's only two cards. And it's not, the lovers or the soulmate card or, the Two of Cups. What I'm getting is, see, the center of the reading is the alchemist. The center of the reading is basically what the reading is about. So the alchemist is here. He's got his cookbook. He's working in his recipe. He's creating. This is creation. So he's creating what he wants for himself. So this is you creating. You with the recipe. You with all the tools. The manifesting tools to create what you want. It looks like what you're creating. This is love and spiritual growth, spiritual experience. The dove of peace. So I feel like you're manifesting, creating, ready for love, a love relationship, a new love relationship. And the outcome, so I'm jumping from the first card to the last card, is the death card. That means the end of a situation. And then the next card is the Fool. The very first card, it's the 0 in the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana lays out the cycle. So you're jumping, several steps ahead with this death card. Because I think there's 28, I should know this, the 28 in the cards in the Major Arcana. The last card is the World, and the next card is the Beginning, which is the Fool. So you go through cycles. We go through cycles during our lifetime, several times. Technically, it's supposed to be like every year you live out a cycle, but I think we do it faster than that. So the Fool is a whole new beginning. The Fool is a great card because he has a friend that he communicates with, the dog. That's our higher selves. Now, I love dogs, so your higher self being a dog works for me. But you have your higher self communicating with you, which is indicated by the dog. You're not alone on this journey. And see, the Fool can step right off this cliff and not fall because he's protected and because he's tuned in, listening to intuition, listening to spirit, listening to guidance. So we're starting with you creating a recipe, the alchemist, creating a recipe for what you want. It's like a list. You could be making a list. Well, I want him to, I want him to be kind. I want him to be generous. I want him to be honest. I want him to, not have any, hang-ups or anything that will affect our relationship. You can't say no baggage because, you can't be on this planet without baggage. Our baggage is appearing constantly so we can grow. We are never in a state of not growing. So there's, you might, be manufacturing, creating the image of what you have in mind. Maybe you want him to be an artist, or you want him to be a successful businessman and an artist. That's a trick, huh? So you're creating here. We're starting with the alchemist. You're creating a love, a romantic relationship, a romantic relationship built on your spiritual foundation. What's interesting is we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and the Queen is reversed, but I'll show you her right side up. with the King and Queen of Wands in your fire sign, this could be you. And sometimes when I see the same, sometimes I just get a feeling. Let's not say there's any rules about it. That that they're a couple, and that's always a possibility. But the king, he's very firm in his. The fire signs are the cards stand for, creativity, fiery energy, enthusiasm. And she's in the position of how you feel, and she's reversed. So you feel like your creative energy is a little squelched, and you need to, release it and get your energy out there. Start expressing that. In your foundation is the Queen of Cups reversed. Again, I'm not seeing this as a person. I'm seeing it more of is like an emotional dissatisfaction. And wow, you won't believe what I just heard. So we have the Seven of Swords reversed, and this card, what I heard was nobody has taken anything from you. No one has stolen anything from you. You have the power to create what you want. It's not anyone else who's taken it from you. So that's the truth of your situation. How you're feeling is dissatisfied, and your energy's kind of squished down. When you blame someone else or give someone else the responsibility for your situation, you're closing off your own energy as if you don't have the power to express it. And as soon as you accept responsibility that you have the power to create the life you want, then instantly you are opening yourself and releasing the energy that's blocked and able to create and do anything. So this is, you dissatisfied, unhappy. She's reversed. And this is like emotional, because the water signs are emotional. You're feeling emotional. You're feeling like your creativity is blocked. And really, it's just a thought. And in the position of your hopes, of what you want something to celebrate. You want to celebrate life. You want to celebrate where you are in your life. You want to celebrate being happy and successful. That you are in control of your life. That you can manifest anything in your life you want. That you can make your life work just how you want it. That you can create the life you want. In the position of the future is the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles is creating. He's the early stages of creation. So he's a child holding his pentacle. And this could be a money-making venture, could be creative money-making ventures, because you are a fire sign. You're a very creative person. So, you could be, my brother's a Sagittarius and he's an inventor. So this is like, or he was. So Sagittarius, very, very creative. And then we have the Prince of Wands reversed, Princess reversed. This is like in the early stages of your creativity. It's like you're not having faith. I'm going to turn it right side up. I'm turning all these right side up as affirmations. So here are the early stages of creativity. If she's, reversed, there might be some dissatisfaction. Like maybe it's not moving fast enough for you. And the advice here, the advice in this card is coming up as the Seven of Swords reversed, which is nobody is stealing from you, taking from you. You have everything inside of you to create the life you want. Okay. I think that was pretty clear. So it looks like, you're creating, see your cups running over. It's like, I'm getting like it's a relationship and then like some spiritual, like it has like a spiritual creative foundation. So maybe it's art, maybe it's connecting with spirit and, like channeling a book, channeling artwork. It's like your creativity is coming from spirit. And remember, your outcome with all of this is a brand new beginning, leaving something in the past and creating a brand new beginning. So I'm going to do a love reading. What does Sagittarius need to know? 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 Nope, that's way too many cards. What does Sagittarius need to know? Here we go. Children. Interesting. Your love life is being affected by children. Well, that's pretty specific, isn't it? It could be your inner child wanting to go out and play. You need to do that, Cut that to-do list in half and spend the time doing something you love. Go for a walk out in nature. Go sit by the beach. Go to your favorite restaurant. What does Sagittarius need to know? Interesting. Okay, so there's a wolf, a fox in the hen house. So there could be somebody like messing with you, or you just messing with yourself. Sometimes if we think someone else outside of us is, jabbing at us or creating problems, well, there's a couple things that are happening. One, that person could just be really unhappy and they're not intentionally trying to hurt you, but they're just expressing their unhappiness. Or you're getting that reflected back to you because you need to, because of the previous reading and the Seven of Swords, I think you're reflecting back to yourself some harsh energy, like speaking to yourself in unkind words. And the chicken in the hen house could be that part of yourself who's being unkind to you and making it difficult for you to move forward. Speaking inner dialogue, unkind inner dialogue. It could be someone outside of you, but I rarely get those messages that it's someone else. Sometimes. So this process is walking through a labyrinth. Oh my God, I just heard it. Okay, so this is all about you expressing your inner child, expressing that playful, happy part of yourself. So, and so when the inner fox in the hen house starts creating trouble, speaking harsh words to you, you have to go through a process of healing. So the process that I use is when I hear negative feedback inside of myself, I say thank you for sharing. You can pick whatever words work for you, but I got that from Louise Hay. Thank you for sharing, but this isn't, you could even say, I understand how you feel, and it's okay. Thank you for sharing. But this isn't the direction we want to go. We want to focus on positive. You know what I'm saying? You need to respond to it. Ignoring it isn't going to change it. So there is a path, a journey, something that's, necessary to this process. Damn it, I got a message. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm expecting an important call, so I have to leave my phone on. So there is the process of, eliminating a negative dialogue and expressing your playful inner nature. That will help you manifest that, because manifesting, it has everything to do with what thoughts you're experiencing. So if your thoughts can be more positive, if you can have a way of managing negative thoughts, a way that makes you feel better. Create your own process, but that's what I do, but it is a process. So here, and then we have the gazebo. So this could be the inner garden party, this is like a wedding. A lot of times I get this card, I think of a wedding. I think of a garden party. I think of some beautiful outdoor entertainment, full of loving, happy people. Let's see what we got. So, we got the Ringmaster. The two cards fell out together. This is discernment, clear vision, and details. So this is, if you look close, this is really a lot like the Magician. So, constantly be manifesting, constantly be thinking about, but have it in your mind about what you want. Be clear about what you want. You might want to write it down. And every time you get in a new idea, you can put it in a journal, you can update it, keep adding things to it. So having discernment, clear vision. So that was one of your oracle cards. And the other one is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. So gratitude is very important, but because of this, the inner child card, the service for yourself. Be of service to yourself. Be there for yourself. You can't be there for anyone else until you're there for yourself.